When you think of Hollywood, you picture glitz, glamour, and fairy tale romances, right? But what if I told you that behind those perfect smiles and blockbuster hits, there's a lot more drama than you'd ever see in the movies? Today, we're peeling back the curtain on some of the most talked about relationships in Hollywood. From the bombshell that rocked Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie's world, to the secret love affair that changed the course of Star Wars, we're diving deep into the lives of actors who've captured our hearts on screen, but whose real-life love stories were just as captivating, if not more controversial. Get ready for tales of love, betrayal, and everything in between, as we explore how these relationships not only shaped their careers, but also stirred up the gossip mills of Tinseltown. When Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie worked together on Mr. and Mrs. Smith, something magical happened. They had this amazing chemistry that everyone could see. But here's the twist. Brad was still married to Jennifer Aniston. When their romance got out, it was like a bombshell in Hollywood. People were shocked, and the media went wild. This relationship caused a big split between Brad and Jennifer, and suddenly, everyone was talking about what's right and wrong in love when you're famous. But Brad and Angelina, they didn't just focus on their love life. They started doing a lot of good stuff together, like charity work all over the world, trying to make changes for the better. Yet fame and love can be tough. After being together for years, having kids, and doing all that good work, things fell apart. They got divorced, and it was all over the news. Their breakup showed that even the strongest relationships can crumble when you're always in the spotlight. The tale of Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie showed us how love can ignite on set, but also how the flames of fame can sometimes extinguish it. But what if the story didn't end in heartbreak? Let's move from that high-profile drama to another couple who also started under the lights. Tom Cruise and Nicole Kidman, whose journey together was filled with its own twists and turns. Tom Cruise and Nicole Kidman met while shooting Days of Thunder in 1990. They hit it off big time, and soon after they tied the knot in 1991. They were like the dream team in Hollywood. Everyone loved them for their star power and how good they were on screen. But there was always this shadow from Tom's past marriage to Mimi Rogers, which made people watch them closely. Being famous isn't easy. And even though they seemed happy, life got in the way. They had different things they believed in, and their busy lives made it hard. They decided to part ways in 2001. After that, both found new partners. Tom went on to marry Katie Holmes, while Nicole found happiness with Keith Urban. It shows they both knew how to handle the ups and downs of fame and love. Even though their marriage didn't last, what they had together was still pretty special. It's a reminder that sometimes you grow and change, and that's okay. Tom Cruise and Nicole Kidman's love story was epic, yet it ended, showing that even the brightest stars can fade. Now, let's look at a different kind of Hollywood romance with Kate Hudson and Owen Wilson, where the flame was bright but brief. Kate Hudson and Owen Wilson got close when they were making the funny movie You, Me, and Dupree in 2006. They had this great vibe on screen, and it carried over into real life. But here's the catch. Kate was still dealing with the end of her marriage to Chris Robinson. They had fun together, going out and enjoying each other's company, but like many Hollywood love stories, theirs didn't last long. They broke up after a short while. Around that time, Kate's divorce from Chris went through, and people started talking about how her relationship with Owen played into it. But the cool thing about Kate and Owen? They ended things on good terms. No bad blood. Kate kept working on her films and her life, finding love again later. Owen went back to his work and new relationships too. They showed that even when things don't work out, you can still respect each other. Their story reminds us that in Hollywood, love can be quick and bright, but it doesn't always stick around. Kate Hudson and Owen Wilson's romance was like a fun, brief interlude in the world of Hollywood love stories. But if you think all movie set romances burn out fast, let's shift gears to a different kind of tale with Carrie Fisher and Harrison Ford, where the lines between the screen and real life got beautifully blurred. When Carrie Fisher and Harrison Ford were filming Star Wars in 1977, something special happened. They played Princess Leia and Han Solo, and their chemistry was off the charts. But off-screen, their story got more complicated. Carrie was really young at 19, and Harrison was older with a family. They had this secret romance while making the movie. It was exciting but also really tough, especially for Carrie. They kept it hidden, but it was intense. Years later, Carrie wrote about it, calling it a whirlwind that changed her life. Even though it didn't last, the experience shaped how she saw love. But here's the thing. Despite everything, they stayed good friends. They always had a special connection, and fans love hearing about it. Their relationship shows how life on a film set can blur the lines between what's real and what's just for the screen. Carrie Fisher and Harrison Ford's off-screen romance added another layer to the Star Wars saga, proving that even heroes like Han Solo can find themselves in complicated love stories. Fast forward, and Ewan McGregor, who brought Obi-Wan Kenobi to life, found his own chapter of love and controversy while working on Fargo. Ewan McGregor and Mary Elizabeth Winstead got close while they were both starring in the TV show Fargo. They had this great chemistry that went beyond the screen. But there was a big problem. Ewan was still married to Eve Mavrakis. When people found out about their relationship in 2017, it caused a huge stir. Everyone was talking about it, especially because Ewan had 4 kids. It got messy, and he ended up getting divorced. Despite all the drama at the start, Ewan and Mary decided to stick together. Over time, they started showing up at events as a couple, and even posted about their life online. They've shown that even when things start off tough, you can still make a relationship work if you really care about each other. Ewan McGregor and Mary Elizabeth Winstead navigated through the storm of public scrutiny to find their way to each other, showing that love can survive the spotlight's harsh glare. Similarly, Morena Baccarin and Ben McKenzie also faced their own challenges with Morena's divorce, yet they turned their on-screen connection into a real-life family, proving that with patience, love can indeed flourish. Morena Baccarin and Ben McKenzie fell for each other while filming Gotham. But it wasn't just easy love. Morena was going through a divorce which made things a bit tricky. Even with everyone watching and talking, they handled it pretty well. They had their baby girl, Frances, in 2016, which was a big deal for them. Having a kid together really made them a family. Then, in 2017, they got married but kept it simple and private. They didn't want all the fuss that often comes with being famous. They showed everyone that despite tough starts, love can grow strong. Now, they're known for being a solid couple, balancing their busy lives with family time. Morena Baccarin and Ben McKenzie turned their love story into a family tale, quietly navigating the challenges of fame. In contrast, Meg Ryan and Russell Crowe's romance became a headline drama, showing that not all love stories in Hollywood can escape the public's intense gaze. Meg Ryan and Russell Crowe really hit it off while making Proof of Life in 2000. Their connection on screen turned into something more off-screen. However, here's where it got tricky. Meg was still married to Dennis Quaid. Their affair led to Meg and Dennis's divorce in 2001. The media went crazy over this. Everyone was talking, writing, and judging. Meg got a lot of flack from fans and the press, and even Russell wasn't left out of the spotlight. This attention made things tough for both of them. Their love story was exciting at first, but dealing with all the public attention was hard. It shows how tricky relationships can get when you're famous. Their story reminds us that when you're in the public eye, your personal life isn't just yours anymore. If you loved getting the inside scoop on these Hollywood romances and want more behind-the-scenes stories, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Drop a comment below with which celeb couple you'd like us to cover next or your thoughts on these love stories.